By the power of Grayskull, I'm being reviewed. Hello everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Mattel Masterverse 40-year anniversary He-Man. And this box art is really reminiscent of the toy from the 80s, and unfortunately I am cursed with these international boxes for some reason, so there is no text, but I really do like this illustration. Those nips could have been used here, in my humble opinion, but maybe that is too realistic for some people. He comes with two hands, one like this, just holding his shield probably, but I do prefer that one, and one closed fist. Now you can change these out by pulling and putting in. So these are in a little baggie and I will never see them again. He comes with his shield, very nicely done, a bit thick, but still it works. He can hold it and this goes around his arm. It just looks good, basically. Yeah. I can see him rampaging forward like Ram Man and just... Yeah. He comes with his toy axe that he's supposed to have. Very nice. Detailed, as you can see. The hilt has wraps around it, so it looks very good. And of course, it comes with a master sword. And this master sword is really well done. It has wraps around the hilt. These are just beautiful. And he holds on to it for dear life. It is a bit on the flimsy side. I don't know why, it just is. But it looks good, and it's good enough. And now for He-Man himself. I mean, this toy is supposed to be a bit of both worlds, I think. A bit of the 80s toy and a bit of a modern take of that toy. And you can see the face sculpt here is one of my favorites. I know a lot of people don't like it. I actually do, because it looks like I think He-Man would look. And by that I mean, if he was real, he would probably look like that and not like this. If my camera can focus. No focus. Yeah, that's not good. But let's get up close and personal on him. He has this really well sculpted head, beautiful eyes, eyebrows, and a bit of blackwash in the hair. I like that. Gives him a really good haircut, a modernized version of the quite corny original from the 80s. It still looks corny, but it looks a bit better. Those chin bones are nice. Those jaw, that jaw. I wish I had that jaw. Well, I do, but well, you know what I mean. He comes with his little harness. The harness is nice. It's really nice, but it's also a bit too kinky for my liking for some reason. But it is both toon and toy accurate. Unfortunately, it falls off if you put his axe here, and you can see it's starting to go right as we speak. Those abs there. Why can't I get them? Well, we all have them. They're just not as protruding as his is. He has a very flocky little waist piece. Kind of stiff for being a flocky waist piece, but still. Thick thighs. For all of you out there who likes thighs, these are, well, if you don't like these, you don't like thick thighs. Well, and nice boots with nice detailing, wraps and stuff like that on them. and a bit of dirt on the shoes down here. He's been roughing it in the wilds, battling Skeletor. Very, very nice indeed. He has a very nice back, actually. It does look like he actually has a butt, but we'll never know. This can hold both sword and axe, but when you put the axe in, this will loosen up and fall off eventually. Now, for articulation, the head can go around, of course. You can remove it if you want to, but I'm not gonna, because that sound didn't please me. I wish it would go higher up, so he could do more of a by the power of Grayskull pose. You can, as you can see, position his chest in many nice positions. The arms on this is, let's just say, loose. And at first I didn't like that. I thought it was really, really bad. But now I actually come to like it. It is like, you know, a clay figure that was burnt in the oven and now just works. I don't know. I like it, actually. The arms goes out to a T. You have that bicep swivel. You have a double jointed, but I never get that lower joint activated, elbow. You can rotate the hands. And you can fold them in and out, of course. And these arm guards are removable. I think this is glued on, but this is removable if you don't want it on, because, well, the shield can be quite bothersome if you have that on. Okay, he has a waist rotation. He can kick forward, not much, as usual with these. He doesn't have that hinge at the groin, so you can't lower the legs. A rotation at the thigh, mold breaking rotation at the thigh. Goes out to the side as well. You have a double jointed working knee. Very nice. It looks strange here, but still. I just had to. And a swivel at the boot cut. And the foot goes up and down and it twirls around. So that is really nice. He is poseable, but due to the fact that this arm here is just very lackluster, you have to be very, very careful. The only place where you actually make it stop is up. And that's the same with this, of course. So maybe it's a thought behind it, but I would have liked it to be a bit, well, stiffer. Let's just call it stiffer, shall we? And of course, you can attach all his accessories. First of all, you can put the shield on and put this in his hand. Now he can just go berserk with his shield if he wants to. You can put his little axe in his hand, like so. And he looks quite the barbarian, and by that I mean good. This is more of a mini-comic, correct looking He-Man in my eyes. I usually just take the shield and the axe off, and, well, I'll show you. And put the Master Sword in his hand, because this is the He-Man I like to see. And I don't really know why, but he has this presence about him that actually makes this toy really good. He feels like he's actually there standing. And that's very rare in toys, but Mattel really, really nailed this one. And even though his arms aren't really that stiff, we can, of course, make him hold his sword upwards. And the fun thing here is that this hand actually hinges upwards, so he can hold his sword upwards, but unfortunately the arm can't hold up that pose. But if you go there, he can hold that straight up, but he's not going to. So, and of course you can take this and put it on his back like so, and now he's all armed up and ready for facing Skeletor. Now for comparison, here is the cartoon collection He-Man. And of course he's smaller, but you can see the difference here. They're going for totally different aesthetics, and I like both. They're really, really nice. And they are so similar and at the same time so dissimilar. He has a bit of paint on him, and he is just one color. So this one looks a bit more realistic, as it should, and this looks like, well, a bit more cartoony, as it should, of course. I don't have the Origins He-Man or the original He-Man for that matter, but I do have Prince Adam in the Origins line. And as you can see, he's a bit shorter and a bit, in my humble opinion, uglier. Now for my conclusion. This is a really good rendition of He-Man, I think. It's the best of every world out there. Do I wish his joints in the elbows were stiffer? Yes, I do. But otherwise, he looks just the way I want him. Before buying Masterverse He-Man, I did some research and I looked at reviews because I wasn't sure which one I would like best in hand. And I was considering two of them and eventually went with this one. And I'm so happy I did. I'm so pleased with this figure. He is my masterpiece or Masterverse He-Man. Without a doubt, he looks good. He feels solid and sturdy. And he's just very well done. Kudos, Mattel. The accessories look smashing, and most poses look so epic, it's just... And of course I have Battle Cat to put him on, and we'll get to Battle Cat in another review in the future. But for our Masterverse score, he gets a 9. He would get a 10, but the arms just... not good. Otherwise, he would get a 10 because he's flawless in every other aspect. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.